Hi, everyone. Thank you all for tuning back into another episode of Bubbly Banter Podcast. I'm your host, Sierra Mendoza, and today I am joined with...
It's me, Trevor.
Okay. I wish y'all could see the way I'm looking at him right now.
I was gonna do the it's me, it's me, Trevor.
It's me, Trevor. You went Darth Vader mode, though. You're like, Luke, I am your father.
Exactly.
Okay, well, cool. Glad to be here with you.
Yes. No, I'm glad to be here too, baby. No, I'm glad to have you here.
What do you mean you're glad to have me here? This is my podcast. I'm glad to have you here.
Anyway.
Okay. Anyways, y'all. So today's episode is going to be about embarrassing moments. So for today's theme, boba, I went and grabbed me some Thai tea with tapioca boba.
Keep going.
Can you guess why I got Thai tea?
I'm not gonna say it.
Okay, so what do you feel when you're embarrassed, y'all? You want to cry? You want to die? You want to say bye-bye? And what better yet than to get...
You explained it better for the podcast than when we were getting the boba.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad. So yeah, I was like, you know what? There's nothing on here that screams misery and depression more than Thai boba, just because it rhymed with everything. So that was the theme.
Tie and cry and tie and die. I see you. Yeah. I see you with your little words.
I know. Thank you. I try. Well, okay, y'all. So today's episode, the reason it's going to be about embarrassment is because this week I have just been embarrassing myself left and right. So, should I tell them about the Walgreens incident first, or should I just go straight into, like...
Walgreens?
Yeah, remember when that guy dinged my car? He, like, shook my whole car?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, you can do that, or the doctor today.
Oh, my gosh. Well, I was going to lead into that one, too.
Or you could go all the way with the big one.
What was the big one?
The big mishap with the button.
Well, I know. I was just wondering which order did... Okay, anyways, you know what? Let me start where it started all. I'm going to go in order, you guys. I'm going to start with Walgreens, and then with Trevor's family, and then I'm going to tell y'all what I said to my doctor today. So, and then Trevor's going to join us, too, and give embarrassing moments also.
I'm really just going to criticize her.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, so you guys, I think it was Friday. Yeah, Friday I went to Walgreens because I had to get passport photos taken, and I was literally sitting in the car looking at how awful those photos came out. Like, and if you've never seen Naruto, you're not going to understand this reference, but I felt like I looked like Obito, just like all deformed in the face. I was like, why is my face slanted like that? Why does it look so bad? Like, why are there so many fine lines underneath one of my eyes? I just felt like Obito.
You don't even look bad, sweetie.
Yeah, I know. I've invested in eye cream now that I'm 26. Sweetheart.
62.
As my mother would say. Anyway, so then I go and get the photos. I'm sitting in the car. I'm literally having a depressed moment. I'm just like, these are god-awful photos. And then as I'm getting ready to reverse out of the parking lot, y'all, this man just decides, oh, I'm going to just pull up, open my door as hard as I possibly can. Doesn't mind any vehicles around him. He literally shook my car back and forth. And y'all, when I say... I think just, like, full Karen mode took over. And, like, not Karen from Naruto, but, like, just Karen with the bob cuts. Go look up these characters if you don't know what I'm talking about. But don't ruin anything for yourself if you haven't seen it. I literally just get out of my car, and I'm like, Sir! And this man, y'all, prior to me getting out of my car, he really knew. He knew he hit my car. Because he looked down, and he, like, looked into my window to see if anyone was in the car. And then he just grabbed his headphones out and put them in and walked away. But I got out, and that's when I was calling at him. And he just kept his headphones in and kept walking away. And I was like, Sir! But I was like, you know what? This guy's much bigger than me and taller than me. I better just let it be. But no. A fellow Karen came to my rescue. And she went up to him. And she was like, Sir! You can't just hit that woman's car and then just continue with your day. She's talking to you. And I was like, oh no, I regret all of my life decisions. And then he comes back. And he was just like, well, are you hurt? And I was just like, I'm not hurt, but you hurt my car, sir. And that's besides the point. You need to take accountability for your actions. And then he was just like, well, I don't see a problem here. Your car looks fine to me. That pissed me off. I was so mad.
Yeah.
But really, more than anything, I was just embarrassed because he was just like super tall and bigger than me, and I was just looking up at him, and I felt like I could only describe the way you say I sound when I'm mad.
Like a kitty.
Yeah.
A kid.
Just like meow. And I got really red in the face, and I was just like, you know what, it is what it is. Just carry on with your day. But he was just creepy, because after that, he introduced himself. He was like, hi, I'm David. I was like, okay, go away, David. Bye. So that was weird. That wasn't as embarrassing, though, as what happened with your family members. That one was
No,
worse.
but, so, we need to talk about this, though. Because if you have an incident with your vehicle, your home, your person, you don't get out and just start yelling. You start recording. You keep the purse with the strap in it, and then you check on your car. If there's no damage, you wouldn't have had to go talk to him.
Yeah, I know, but I was mad.
Yeah. You don't need to. Just check the car first while you're recording it.
I was checking the car as I was calling him.
No. With your phone, you record it, and then if there's damage, you start screaming and being your little Karen self. Okay? And if there's no damage, you take a little break, stop getting your blood pressure so high, and you get in your car and you drive away. You silly goose.
Facts. Silly goose. You guys, I got Trevor an air freshener for his Subaru because I love Subarus, by the way.
The subject.
No, but hold on. I love Subarus. And so he got a new car, and then I got him an air freshener, and it literally has a silly goose on it. And then it's like looking back at it. It's like, yeah, look back at it. Look back at it. And then it has words above it that say, silly goose. Because we always call each other that. And so I was like, here you go. And he denied it at first. He didn't like it. But he put it in there because he loves me.
Mm-hmm. Well, I thought it was going in your car.
No.
Yeah.
It did. That is my car. Just kidding.
Lordy. Lordy, Lord.
Do I move on to the next story now? What were we eating that night? I forgot.
No.
No, yeah, the gyro. What kind of food is that?
Oh, and the night with my family. I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about the night with your little car thing.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, we had Mediterranean food.
Oh, yeah, okay, you guys. So, the Mediterranean food does not mix well with my tummy and my tummy acids. And, so, I told Trevor prior to us going, I was like, I don't really like Mediterranean food, but I think everyone kind of...
Which she's lying about.
Well, I ended up loving it. Don't get me wrong. It's because I've had places before that just suck. And, like...
Not with me.
Yeah. Like, well...
I'm going to interrupt. Love,
okay.
Because I'm telling her we're getting Mediterranean food. First thing, I don't like Mediterranean food. And I'm like, baby, what are you talking about? You've had it before. And she's like, what do you mean? And I was like, at my old apartment, you've had Mediterranean food with me, and you liked it. She's like, I've had lamb before? And I'm like, yes!
Well, in my defense, I didn't know it was lamb.
But you still liked the Mediterranean food.
Yeah, but had I known it was lamb, I wouldn't have liked it. I don't... It's sad. Bless you.
Excuse me, everyone.
Okay. Bless you. No, but anyways, so we decide, okay, yeah, we're gonna eat the Mediterranean food. Well, I kept it safe. I got, like, steak kebabs with a side of rice, and also some hummus and some pita bread. And, y'all, it's still, I don't know, I think I have a gluten problem. I don't know if I've mentioned that on here before already. I don't know. But anyways, I don't know why I would. But anyways, so I literally wore these, like, brand new, like, business casual, like, pants that I got on Amazon, and they're super cute. They're olive green. They have, like, a cute little button in front, whatever. And I wore a cropped, like, sweater. And so we're eating, and as we're sitting there, I can literally feel my stomach expanding, and I'm just like, oh, guys, TMI, but I was getting gassy. And so, I don't care. They're the bubbly banter gang. I will share my bubbliness with them. Anyway, all kinds of bubbliness. I'm just kidding. And so, anyways, I was telling Trevor, I was like, babe, I'm getting really bloated. Like, I don't feel good. And he was like, yeah, I'm getting pretty bloated too. And so I was like, well, I'm going to, like, go to the restroom and try and, like, relieve myself of this or whatever. So I go to the restroom. Are you going to sneeze again?
No. I'm good.
What was that face?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, anyways, so then I go to the restroom and I'm, like, taking care of my business. You guys, it was so embarrassing. Should I tell them? Like, should I give another TMI on how it happened, or should I just tell them?
No, you're here. You're going all the way.
You guys, I tooted and booted, and
You should have said it like that.
Why?
That sounds weird.
How does that sound weird?
Who says tooted and booted?
Tooted and booted. Isn't that a song? Tooted and booted.
No!
Yes, it is.
In the Dolulu.
Anyways.
You're living in the Dolulu,
No,
creating your own song.
I could swear that's from a song.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Tooted and booted. Tooted and booted. I don't know. Anyway. Is it? Y'all let me know. Let me know. Is that a song? Do y'all remember that from like an early 2000s song? We're getting off topic. Anyways. So then I just, I relieved my bubbly stress. And guys, the button popped off of my pants. Like, it popped off. And I was just like, oh, how am I supposed to go back out there? Everyone's gonna see it. The zipper wouldn't even stay zipped up, so it was like a split in my pants. And like, again, remember, I said I was wearing a crop sweater. So that was already embarrassing. So I just went out there laughing already. Because I was like, well, they're gonna see it, so I might as well just like laugh it off before they can laugh at me. And I get out there and I feel like everyone was looking at me. Which
No one was even looking.
I don't think anyone.
She started saying, "Oh my gosh, guys!
Oh my gosh, guys! I popped my pants!"
That's exactly what.
And that's when I ripped my pants. How does that sound? Oh, you don't watch SpongeBob.
No.
This is horrible. I can't stand you.
That's fine.
He's like, I can't remember the jingle off the top of my head because I'm just looking at you with such disappointment that you don't know this stuff. Anyways, I need...
SpongeBob, not even that good. Not even that good.
You're
overrated.
Canceled. You're canceled.
Overrated.
You just canceled yourself.
That's fine.
Anyway. Anyway, so I literally felt like that episode of SpongeBob when he's like, I need a tailor. Because I just ripped my pants.
Oh, that's
Well,
weird.
anyway, and then so...
Weirdos.
And then so I go out there and... Who was it? Your cousin? He was like, go talk to my mom and see what she can do to help you.
No, my uncle's brother.
Your uncle's brother. Okay. And so he was like, go talk to my mom and see what she can do to help you. She can, like, stitch that up for you. And I was like, okay. And then in my mind, I'm like, who is she? I don't know who she is. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to look for the oldest woman in the room. And no offense to that, but I was just like, she's got to be the mom. So I went up to her and she's already doing, like, arts and crafts with, like, the little ones. And I was just like, hey, hi, can you help me? And she was like, what's going on? I was like, I popped the buttons off of my pants. Can you help sew it back on for me? And she's like, well, do you know how to do it? And I was like, no, I was told you could help me. And I was like, but only if you want to. And she's like, well, you're just going to have to wait because I'm busy. And I was like, fair. Yeah.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
Aw, cute. Anyway.
By soda, I mean water.
And by water, you mean the casino. Huh?
What? Why are you the way you are?
This weekend?
Stop. Finish your story, you addict.
We're on such a high right now.
Go.
So then, okay, we will.
No, oh, jeez.
So then, I'm just waiting patiently, and she's like, go ask, well, she says her name, but I'm going to leave her name out, because I don't want to butcher her name, but also I don't want to bring your family's real name up. And so she's like, well, go look for so-and-so, and ask her if she has a sewing kit. And I was like, okay. And then I look over, like, I don't know who that is either. So I make my next best educated guess, and I'm like, who here do I already not know? And so I was, like, looking around, I was like, you. I don't think I know you. And turns out she owns the house we were visiting, so I felt like a really bad guest. So I go up to her, and I'm just like, hey, by any chance, do you have, like, a sewing kit? You know, like, this fine older woman's gonna help me put my pants back together. And she goes and grabs it for me. She's, like, telling me I can go use a bedroom, a bathroom, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm sitting at the table waiting, and then one of the little kids comes up to me. He's like, play with me. And so we're playing toy monster truck. I'm literally crawling around the floor with this, like, 4-year-old? He's 4, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was crawling around on the floor with a 4-year-old with my zipper just going up and down on its own. I was like, yeah, I can't do this. I can't keep waiting. I don't want to disappoint this child, but I'm feeling super awkward. And so I was just like, you know what? I'm going to channel High School Sierra. Because High School Sierra, at one point in time, for 2 weeks in high school Sierra, she sewed... Okay,
Would
I
that
was
be
in
the
a sewing...
60s? No, that would be the 70s.
I hate you.
Yeah.
I hate you.
Ish.
I hate you.
No, it would be the 60s.
Whatever. And so, shut up. And so, then... Okay, so one time in high school, I was in a sewing class, y'all, and it was so bad, they asked me to drop out of that class. No, like, seriously. Trevor's looking at me like...
in the 60s, you should know how to sew.
Oh my gosh, shut up. Well, so we had to sew a children's dress, and originally I forgot to cut out the head, like for the t-shirts,
Yeah.
like the dresses where you put your head through.
If you're old like that, you should be able to make clothes for your kids, so...
The stare I'm staring. Anyway, so yeah, they asked me to leave. They were like, you need to graduate high school and you're not looking too hot in this class. Like, in the end, I eventually got the dress correct, but it was so butched.
Yeah.
And botched, whatever. So they're like, yeah, like, go to an art class or something. Get your credit you need, but just not here. And so I was like, all right. And I work, at a dental office where we have to suture up the tissue after a surgery. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to channel my inner, like, my doctor. And I'm going to just think, like, how would he do this? So,
God, I love you.
I love you. And then so I go into the restroom. I grab the sewing kit. And I'm just like, loop-de-loop and pull. And your shoes are looking cool. Whoop. That's another SpongeBob reference you wouldn't understand.
God, you're so weird.
You go over and back, left to right. Loop-de-loop, then
No, you just
pull
cross
it
it,
tight.
bunny, and cross it again.
God, you just ruin everything. And
What?
you're ruining my SpongeBob references. Anyway, okay. And yeah, so basically I went in, I channeled my inner High School Sierra. I solved the problem on my own, and then we called it a night, and then we left. And I just could not stop tooting and booting on the way home.
Stop saying that. Break up with you by the end of this podcast.
No, you won't. All right. And that was story number 2, embarrassment. This third one's like super quick because it just gets straight to the point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want to tell a story before I go? Because I feel like I'm just talking all about my embarrassments.
Nah, I love it. I don't have embarrassment.
Yeah, you
Embarrassing
do.
moments. No.
Whatever.
No.
Okay.
I live my life embarrassing free. It's a policy I have. It's a rule.
You're so annoying.
I can't do anything.
You
that
know
would
what?
embarrass myself.
No, you know what's embarrassing for you?
What?
The fact that you can't watch cringy humor. Like, you can't watch cringy, funny shows like New Girl. Or like...
Is that embarrassing?
No. I mean, well, like, yeah, because you're like...
Really?
Yeah. Well,
I don't think it's
aren't
embarrassing.
you embarrassed?
No. I just think it's dumb. I don't like cringe.
No, because you're always like, I can't watch this. And you cover your eyes and you tuck into a ball and you're like, make it stop.
I'd rather watch a scary movie where someone gets murdered with a knife in a gruesome way.
He would rather watch that than watch
New
Jess.
Girl. Yeah.
You would rather watch that than watch Jess say, who's that girl? It's Jess. Why does that cringe you out?
It's not that. That I can get through. One, it is kind of cringe.
You're like, she's like, who's that girl?
That's stupid and annoying.
She grabs her ear. She's channeling her inner Beyonce. Who's that girl?
Mm-hmm.
It's Jess. You get so cringed
Or
out.
like
at stuff
King of the
that.
Land.
I love King of the Land.
No, I love King of the Land too. It's a great show, but there's some cringe in there too.
What's been so cringy about it?
I think it was the kitchen scene, like their first actual date.
What was that one again?
He was just being cringy.
Oh, well, that's nothing for the viewers.
I don't remember what it is. It's just being embarrassing. I hate when
No,
people,
you know what?
No,
I
hate
know what
when
it was.
people embarrass themselves.
Okay, so that scene whenever that she's like, her skill is, I can play the piano, and they're like, then play it. And she's like, there's no piano. And she's like, I know, right? And she's like, doot, doot, doot. And she starts tapping the air. That one was pretty cringy, but I was like, she got it. She got the job. She got the mans. She got the money. She good. She got it all because of that interview. Doot, doot, doot. So the embarrassing thing that I did today, you guys, was that I have to go and tell my doctor when we have a patient, like, sometimes they'll be like, oh, he'll ask, like, who referred them, what tooth, well, obviously, what tooth number, blah, blah, blah. So I go in, I'm like, hey, I have your patient for you, room 1. They were referred by this doctor. And
what doctor?
Can I say the name?
Yeah.
I can? Okay. So, Doctor, okay, the name is spelled Contrucci, and it's pronounced Contrucci. Contrucci.
Okay. And
So I got nervous.
Uh-huh.
I got nervous because sometimes I feel pressured to spit out all of my words, so I'm not wasting his time. And I was like, yeah, you have so-and-so in this room referred to you by Dr. Concucci.
No, yep. That's not where I thought it was going to go.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to go to the explicit word.
I said...
No, not that C word.
Oh, you mean the other C word? Oh, imagine those 2 words together. That would have been bad.
Yeah. That's where I thought that was going.
That would have been so bad. But luckily, like, my doctor just played it off. Like, he didn't hear it. And then he's like, I'll be there in a minute. He, like, corrected me on the pronunciation, but I appreciate him staying professional, because once I turned around, I was just walking away shaking my head like, I'm such an idiot. Why did I say that? Concucci.
Getting away from the Concucci.
Magic conch shell.
Going back to your car story, I got a few car door stories for you.
Oh, okay. Are they embarrassing?
They are embarrassing.
Okay,
I'm not as macho as I say I am.
Good.
And so in high school, I had my very first truck. Was this beautiful 1988 4Runner.
Yeah.
Lifted. It was made for rock crawling. For all of you Texans and Southerners. So it's like a big lifted truck and has a roll cage on it and that kind of thing. And I was arguing with one of my high school girlfriends.
As you should be.
And I ran out after lunch period. I was like, I'm just getting in my car and I'm leaving. Getting my truck, started up. Cranked the music, because I'm one of those people. And my friend was parked next to me, and my other buddy got in his passenger truck door.
Yeah.
Opened the passenger door, and it opened just enough to where my roll cage. My roll cage caught his door as I was driving away, and I peeled his passenger door and corner panel.
You tore his car apart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not the only embarrassing door story I have.
What's another one?
A year later, I got a Dodge Ram 1500.
Yeah.
On
Don't
37.
know what that is. I'm a girl.
It's your dad's truck.
Oh, yeah.
But it had...
We're girls. We don't know the models, makes of vehicles.
But it had 37 by 14.5 inch tires, so really, really big tires for you girls out there.
Okay. Thank you. We needed that.
And I just got it. My 4Runner was long and skinny. This one's long and wide. And
that's what she said.
Baby, this is a family podcast.
Sorry.
And so I got in my truck, and I was cranking music, and I had 2 12s, which is like bigger speakers in the back, so I couldn't hear a thing. Start turning as if I was in my old truck. And my buddy, in his brand new, like, 2014, 2015 Ford Fusion, was parked next to me in the back parking lot. My back right tire, my back passenger tire, rolls from where his driver's side view mirror, all the way over his hood. Yeah.
You drove over his hood?
I drove over his hood to his front bumper.
Was he in the car?
Yes.
What?
No.
Did he get hurt?
No. We weren't moving, but everyone was like screaming at me, and I'm like, and then someone stood in front of me.
You're like, yeah, everyone's encoring.
And I'm like, what happened? And I turned around and I'm like, oh, that's what happened. And I totaled his car.
I bet you did.
Yeah.
Did he ever forgive you?
Yeah.
Was this Jer Bear?
No. Jer Bear was the first one.
Oh. No. Oh. Poor Jer Bear. Who was this one? Max?
No.
Oh.
And then we, with that first car, because it was a manual, I parked it in my dad's driveway to the garage, and it rolled into my dad's garage door, and I broke that.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I have an embarrassing moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, obviously.
Well,
We've had 3 in a week, so let's keep it rolling for you.
Well, no, since we're talking about cars and like high school memories,
Yeah.
I remember a time whenever I was like driving, me and like one of my friends, and this was like when I very first got, I don't even know if I had my license or if it was just my permit, but she played a prank on me, and she was like, oh, hey, by the way, when you're at a stop sign and there's like an oncoming car that like they don't have a stop sign on their end, they're just coming straight like towards, you know, like your direction. She was like, you have the right of way to turn in front of them. And I was like, oh, for real? I was so gullible. And so I turned, right? It was a cop car that she made me turn in front of. So I got pulled over at my house.
Nice.
Like I was literally 2 houses away. And I pulled into my driveway because I was like, well, if I'm already in my driveway, he can't pull me over. Surely not. So I turned off. Huh?
2 houses away is from like the city square, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is
gotcha.
Friona. and so I turned and I was like, surely he can't do nothing. And so I literally parked the car, I turned off the engine, and I get out and I start walking to my front door, and he's like, don't move. I was just like, why? I'm home. And he was like, get back in the vehicle. And I was like, why? He's like, you cut me off back there. I could have gotten seriously injured. I was like, dude, it's not that deep. And he was
you're
like,
stupid.
nah, but the speed limit was 20. I was like, you were going so slow. I made it within like time to spare. He was just like the a-hole of Friona cops. He always pulled over us teenage girls. He was very creepy. He actually got a charge against him because he got one of the teenage girls pregnant. And yeah. He had a whole affair on his marriage. I probably shouldn't say too much about that. I don't know. But yeah, he had a whole affair on his marriage.
Give his name.
No, I could get sued. You're not supposed to mention people's names.
No, he should die though.
Baby. No, I mean, like they were having an affair together. She was 18.
Oh, she was 18.
I
okay,
think,
that's a little
I'm pretty
better.
sure she got pregnant by him.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought she was.
It was like a whole thing.
Well, when you said teenage, I was thinking like 15.
Well, 18 is also.
Okay, maybe he shouldn't die.
That was pretty intense.
Well, I thought he was being a pedophile.
Well,
but
yeah,
if she
but
was
like they
out
were...
of high school and she's
no,
18.
like she was still in high school.
Oh no,
but
that's
like,
still bad.
Yeah, but she was like legally, I guess, or 17. I think she was 17, but in the state of Texas, I guess that's the legal age. I don't know, but anyways, it was really bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
It was super bad. I think all of that was embarrassing.
Yeah.
But and then like one time I was walking home because like small town, we don't really need vehicles like too terribly much if we live close to the
it's like a 5 minutes walk around your town.
Exactly.
Yep.
And so
I've been to her hometown once.
Yeah, he literally just he went down Main Street and he was done. But so this guy that I was dating in high school, like he had one of the nicer trucks in school, and what happened? We broke up and we ended on really bad terms because he spread a rumor around about me at school saying that I was doing things with like boys in the locker room, and like a lot of older classmen would come up to me and ask me like when I was gonna go in there with them, and I was super confused. So I was just like, what? So he embarrassed my reputation at school with guys in the upper class because I think I was only a freshman.
Girls have it rough.
We do have it rough. And so I was like, okay, I have to report him. It turned into a whole thing. Our parents got involved. The school got involved. He got put on a bullying list. Anyway, that's besides the point. We ended on very bad terms. He was driving a diesel truck, and I was like, okay, I have to walk home 2 blocks. Every single time he got the chance, he would literally, like... Blow smoke at me. Every single... Like, without fail.
Rolling coal.
Yeah. What is it?
Rolling coal.
Rolling coal?
Rolling coal.
Rolling coal. That's what I was doing. I was rolling coal.
No, you weren't.
But I was rolling in it.
God, I hate you.
Well, anyway, and then so that happened, and so that happened probably for like a following, like, I don't know, like 2 weeks he did that every chance he remembered to. He was just the worst. It was so embarrassing. It was embarrassing, though, because I was like, people keep seeing me get rolled in coal.
I love you.
I love you too.
So silly.
But I thought that was pretty funny. Do you have any other embarrassing moments?
My back itches.
Okay. Okay.
Not that I can remember.
Okay. I have
I know there's a
several
couple,
more,
but
We'll
not that I can say on the podcast.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we'll save that for a Patreon episode. You guys, I now qualify for Patreon episodes, so thank you all for that. If you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, comment if you are following along on YouTube, and if you are not already, make sure you follow along on Spotify, and make sure to leave a 5-star review with a nice little comment below. Answer some Q&As if you'd like to. Submit anything. I really love to hear from y'all. But me reaching Patreon episodes wouldn't be possible without y'all. So thank you very much for tuning in, helping me get to that next goal of the podcast. And so far, I have not decided what I want to post on Patreon, but if y'all have any like specific things y'all want to hear about, I want it to be more like explicit.
Yeah.
But like, this is like my family channel.
Yeah.
Patreon will be more like story times, but like, I don't want my parents to be on my Patreon. Exactly. So, Mom, Dad, Candy, Pablo, if you're listening, y'all are not allowed to subscribe. Well, anyways, I could probably save some more of these embarrassing stories for next time.
And I'll join you.
Okay, sounds good. We can make this our little series. We can just get on here together and talk about embarrassing moments. How about that?
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Okay. All right, yeah, he does that. He does a little duck sound. So then we're going to go ahead and end this episode with an Am I the A-hole? Am I the a-hole for going scorched earth over my inheritance rings? So I'm a 27-year-old female. My mom passed a year ago. It was known that it was a possibility, so my mom divided up her jewelry my dad had gotten her over the years to give to us if she passes. I had picked out 2 rings I had helped my dad pick out. They were not cheap, about $10,000 a piece when I got them appraised. When I left my husband, who is a 30-year-old male, I left pretty quickly and with basically nothing just to get out. He kept some of my stuff, but it was in our divorce agreement that certain things were to be given to me and held in a safe deposit box until I could get them. I took basically nothing monetarily from the marriage when I left and gave him basically everything. The divorce is now final, and I finally came home to my state to pick up the rings. Yeah, okay. I found out that he did not put the rings in the safety deposit box, just some of my other jewelry. I confronted him about it, and I found out that not only did he not place them for safekeeping, he stored them in his new girlfriend's, who's a 15, oh my gosh, she's not 15, who's a 21-year-old female, and he's living in her apartment. So she said that she had them in her jewelry box for safekeeping, but she can't find them. She knew what they were according to the text I have, and that they were not his or a gift. I talked to my divorce lawyer. He's filing a lawsuit since 1, inheritance is not marital property, and 2, my ex did not follow his end of the divorce decree. I'm asking for $250,000, the cost of the rings plus emotional damages for the loss of the only thing that I have left from my mom. I also filed a report to the police for the theft of the rings by his girlfriend. That probably won't go anywhere though, but they are investigating if she or he sold them. I think it's a high possibility given the value. I'm devastated by losing these. They were so special to me. He and his girlfriend are pissed at me because it's too much money that they don't have. She could get charged with theft and laundering the money from selling them for my ex. Not sure, this is mostly from my lawyer. And it's just a couple rings. His friends, my old friends who I don't speak with, have been blowing up my phone calling me a bee, and I hurt him so much already, and to just leave it alone, that I'm getting what I deserved. I wish I could get their rings back, but I'm so upset at this and over his whole attitude about everything, and that I want to basically go scorched earth on them. At this point, it's not only about the sentimental value, but to give a big F you after everything. Am I the a-hole for seeing my ex for my ring? Oh, I think she meant to put suing. For suing my ex for my rings and potentially getting his girlfriend in legal trouble. And then someone in the comments said, not the a-hole, he effed around and found out. But
so, with the information we have, I also agree, not the a-hole. Yeah. But if we found out, like, that she cheated, and that's why she left, nah.
Well, I mean, don't you think it sounds kind of suspicious, though, because he's 30, but he suddenly has a new girlfriend that's 21?
Yeah,
to me, it sounds like he cheated.
Yeah, if he cheated, then, yeah, like, and I would sue the friends for harassment, or...
You can sue the friends?
I don't know if she can sue the friends,
I don't think she can do that. She can probably just file, like, a restraining order.
Yeah, something like that, and be like, hey, you guys can stop harassing me.
Yeah.
Or add that to the emotional damage claim.
Yeah, that's true.
For the lost rings.
Sue all of them for emotional damage, calling her a bee.
But, no, I give... If we we don't use the D word.
Oh yeah, divorce. I was like, what D word?
But if that
no, we don't
ever happened,
mm-hmm.
and I was in this situation, and let's say I got a ring from my mom or whatever,
mm-hmm.
and you sold it or got rid of it or lost it, yeah, I would sue you all day long.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just don't think she's the a-hole in any of this because like that was her. Even if he did, like even if she did cheat, that's still not his. Like, there's better ways you can handle that.
Yeah.
Than selling something so precious to her. I mean, like, I feel like that's just crossing a line, whether she cheated or not.
Yeah.
You just don't go that far. Yeah. So no, she's not the a-hole in my opinion.
No.
Okay. Cool. Well, what do you guys think? Start leaving that in the Q&As. Do y'all think she is the a-hole? I mean, I'm sure y'all are going to say no, but if y'all by any chance think she is, I would love to hear your side of the story.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode with that. Let us know what y'all would like to hear next time. I'd love to hear from y'all. But we're going to go to bed. I'm exhausted. I'm ready to go night-night. All right, everyone. Love you all. Thanks for tuning in again, and I'll hang out with y'all the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, you guys, I actually did find proof that the Toot It and Boot It song exists. Okay, go on YouTube, look up Toot It and Boot It by YG. It's going to be a song that came out like 13 years ago. Toot it and boot it, oh, 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 oh. Okay, I had to prove a point. Love you all. I'll hang out with y'all the next one. Bye!